Let us begin with a brief exercise. I invite everyone in this hall to close your eyes for just a moment. Now, I want you to imagine your hair. What does it look like? Is it smooth, silky, and straight? Is it wavy? Maybe even curly? Open your eyes again. Let's take a moment to reflect. How many times have you changed your hair in order for it to meet someone else's idea of beauty? Maybe you've straightened it for a special occasion or curled it to conform to a certain trend. Can you recall the last time someone commented on your hair? Whether it was a positive comment or a negative comment? How did that comment make you feel? These thoughts remind us that our hair is more than just strands. It's a part of our identity, filled with stories of pressure and personal expression. Keep that in mind as we move forward today. Now, for just one more time, I want you to close your eyes again. But this time, imagine a big, beautiful, open field of grass. The grass blades in this field grows green, upwards, and straight, right? But what if some of the grass blades decide to twist and turn in the wind? Well, these principles of grass growth can also be applied to principles of hair growth. According to Byju's, curly hair is a product of a mixture of chemistry, physics, and biology, more specifically, genetics. But to really delve into the science behind hair, we must first be introduced to the two main characters: the hair fibers, which is what we see as strands of hair, and the follicles, which lie beneath the surface of our skin. Using the grass growth analogy, our skin is like the soil, our hair strands are like the grass blades, and the pores in both the earth and our scalp acts as openings from which hair or grass emerges. Just like blades of grass in a beautiful field, straight and curly hair behave differently because of the structure that lies underneath. If you have straight hair, your hair follicles have a circular cross section, which means that the keratin gets distributed evenly. Keratin is the protein that makes up our hair. So, if you have curlier or wavier hair, your hair follicles are more oval, which means that the keratin is not distributed evenly, which in turn creates curls and waves. Research has found that around 60% of the world's population has curly hair. But 60% is a lot. It is more than half. So, if it is so common, why is it still so looked down upon, both locally here in Indonesia as well as globally, especially in regions like East Asia? In Indonesia, straight hair is seen as the ideal standard of beauty. According to Kompasiana, there's a belief within Indonesian society that a beautiful woman has straight and silky hair. Almost every single Indonesian celebrity featured in movies, TV shows, and even Indonesian social media influencers all have straight hair. Rarely do we ever see women with wavy or curly hair in these roles. This conveys a message that straight hair is beautiful and anything else is not. The beauty industry thrives on creating solutions to fix what doesn't align with societal expectations. Here in Indonesia, the hair care market is projected to reach 1.8 billion US dollars by this year. Most of their revenue coming from purchase of hair straightening products, smoothing treatments, and even flat irons, which all cater towards the widespread desire of having straighter hair. But what exactly is the result of this? People found a way to make good money. So what? Well, the result of this is that so many women in Asia with naturally curly or wavy hair has felt pressured to change their natural texture in order to conform to the beauty ideals. A 2017 Pantene survey has found that 59% of naturally curly haired Asian women has felt pressured to straighten it. Here in Indonesia, it is common to see women spend significant amount of time and money on smoothing treatments. The market is designed to fuel insecurities, making us feel that our natural selves is not good enough. But for now, let's expand outside of Indonesia. From Hollywood movies to magazine covers, straight hair has dominated the visual narrative in Western media. Is anyone familiar with the movie The Princess Diaries? I really did enjoy this movie, except for this one tiny detail that just came off in the wrong way. Anne Hathaway's character, Mia Thermopolis, undergoes a makeover which includes straightening her naturally curly hair. And this transformation is seen as one of the key improvements of her makeover, conveying the idea that if you have naturally curly or wavy hair, it must be altered and you must straighten it. But not only that, this also just goes to show just how little people know about curly hair in general. Although I can admit that Mia's hair did look a little bit poofy in the movie, all that needed to be done was just to add a little bit of water, some curl cream, and gel. Then bam, you'll have her hair look like she just gotten out of the salon. Her stylist didn't need to completely straighten her hair. This portrayal can profoundly impact the viewers, especially younger audiences who turn to media to find guidance on how to fit in and find acceptance. Which brings me to my next point, my personal experience. Growing up and seeing the lack of representation of my hair type did make me a little bit upset. I would ask myself why my hair looked different from the pretty girls in the movies I indulged in. But one thing that never fails to amaze me, though, is how some people think it's okay for them to touch my hair without first asking for my consent, treating my hair as if it's some sort of public property. But it's not. It's a part of my personal space. And whether it's done out of curiosity or just pure ignorance, having someone reach out to touch my hair without my consent is just intrusive and makes me uncomfortable. Then there comes the endless question. Is that your real hair? How long does it take to style? You must be so tired having to constantly style your hair week after week. Why don't you just straighten it? And I understand that sometimes these questions are fueled by genuine curiosity, but other times they're dripping with negativity, suggesting that my hair is somehow a problem that needs fixing. And you may be wondering, why are you so passionate about this topic? Well, I'm passionate about this topic because I don't want the upcoming generations to feel the same way I did. I want more and more representation of diverse features, and this extends further than just hair. In a rapidly evolving digital age where almost everyone has an online presence, social media has become a powerful tool in shaping how we see ourselves, and not always for the better. Take curly hair as an example. But hair isn't the only thing. These social media platforms highlight insecurities about everything, including body shape, body size, skin color, and even facial features. It is common nowadays to see influencers promote unrealistic ideals, including ideals that don't even exist, which can be achieved through excessive photo and video editing. This constant bombardment of perfection can make us feel that we're not good enough. But thankfully, in response to rising insecurities driven by social media, we're also seeing the rise of body-positive influencers. Influencers like Jamila Jamil use their platforms to celebrate their bodies and encourage their followers to do the same, showing us that beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors. This can also be said for the push for more diversity and representation in Hollywood. A 2023 UCLA report has found that 42.7% of leading roles in top-grossing films were filled by people of color, compared to just a decade ago, where minority leads were under 20%. Social media has created a cycle of self-doubt, where we compare our natural everyday selves to curated versions of other people's lives. But the truth is, none of us are immune to insecurities. We all have them. But if we're not careful, social media can magnify those insecurities, leading to low self-esteem, depression, and anxiety. Self-love comes from loving yourself. Self-love comes from embracing your natural identity without feeling the need to change yourself to meet certain ideals, and instead embrace the diversity in both ourselves and others. True beauty comes from confidence, and confidence comes from loving yourself and accepting yourself as who you are. So, once we learn to accept ourselves, we break free from the pressure to conform and instead embrace the power of being authentically ourselves. So today, I stand before you to tell you to love your hair, your skin, and your body because they are all uniquely yours. Thank you.